I am Katie Scott with Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking, and that's it happened to me once before. And then there's a commercial at the beginning of Ustream, and it plays. I don't know what to do about that. Hold on. Stop. Know how to stop that.
There are 80,000 amazing employee stories at BP. Isn't it time to start yours?
Well, I can tell you an amazing story about BP living on the Gulf Coast, but that's so weird. I think maybe I just have it open twice. Hold on. That might have helped. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Coming to you live, your technologically challenged scrapbooker here. Okay, so at the beginning of 2011, I started, camera's a weird angle, but anyways, I started with the best of intentions to do a project live and to not buy the kit. That was my objective, because I thought I have enough stuff. I do not need to buy a special album. I don't need to buy special page protectors. I don't need to buy special doodads and embellishments and journaling cards. I can just do it on my own because I have tons of scrapbooking equipment and supplies, which I do. And when I can be frugal, I like to be frugal. But then again, I have a crazy amount of scrapbooking supplies, so then what is that? A juxtaposition or a two things that I don't know, counterintuitive or whatever. Can't think of the word right now. I know there's a right word for that. Okay, so this is how I started it. I just got this awesome, by the way, 3-ring scrapbook album. Bought it at Joann's with my 40% off coupon. So I think it was $10. So I was feeling like really thrifty. And I'm really still happy with this binder. I love it. And I don't know who makes it. No clue. But if I could buy some more of these, I would. Really happy with it. And then I also have these cute little binder clips, and you can't really tell, but they have the months of the year on them. So that was my start. Let's do this show and tell here. Okay, so here is, I did a title page, Project Life, and then, as I think I do a lot of the times, I go overboard when I start a project. So I started with a lot of gusto. You know, I'm super excited to get this started. And just trying to get myself properly situated. Okay, so I did a page, like a traditional scrapbook page, wrapping up December. And then I did some like odds and ends memorabilia from like December, because I figured like, oh, even though I'm starting this on January 1st, there's so much happens in December, at the end of December with Christmas, that I want to tell that story. So I put all of the index sheets and these black page divider things I got from Walgreens, and they come in a 3-ring binder, and I think the binder is like $14 or $10, and it comes with these page protectors. So then I'll I use the albums just as normal 3-ring albums, and then I just divide. So that's what the empty one looks like. So it takes 6 4x6. So as you can see, I started with gusto. This here is recently added. The journaling card is from Simple Stories, I think, or Simple something like that. Your life documented, or was a kit that I bought from Whimsidoodle, my local scrapbooking store, for like $20, and it had a ton of stuff in it that I haven't even like scratched the surface of using. But so that is January. And this page protector is something that I bought just recently. It's a Project Life Becky Higgins product. It's like style A, I think. And then I included like my actual, you can't see it very well, but it's a calendar page from January with notes about everything we did in January, right? Photographs of January, more photographs of January, like with the dates on them and everything else, and I collaged the pictures. It was very exciting. And so I kept it up for a while. There's like the second week of January. The third week of January, I was cutting my kid's hair by myself. Then my son and I went on a ski trip. And so I used a different kind of page protector. I think this is We Are Memory Keepers for our ski trip pictures. Right? So doing well. Still in January. You know, playing along. Probably putting too many pictures in, but that's okay. Karate test. Probably not doing enough journaling. But then, here comes February, and I make a traditional scrapbook page about a trip that my daughter and I took to Disney World. Do another couple pages about, you know, princess stuff in Disney World. Mac has his birthday. More Disney World. I included a picture that my daughter made. There's us with a princess. So still pretty much keeping up in February. And then I think somewhere along the line, so I'm including some traditional scrapbooking in, but not really journaling, like looking back, not really journaling as much as I would like to. And then here comes March. Some more traditional scrapbook page, and this was just something from our neighborhood that I stuck in there. I'm still doing some journaling, but now I have not put the pictures in. So I'm starting to fall behind in March. More falling behind. I throw another traditional scrapbook page in there. Class pictures that we got back. Allison slept over at her friend's house. And now I'm really, like, this page I made last night. So now, like, after the mid-March, I am totally off the Project Life wagon. Like, started with gumption. So all of this is stuff that I've been just adding in. So I've been doing this over the last couple nights. I put the binder clips in, and then I've just been looking back through the pictures that I have that I haven't used in scrapbooking, but I did get printed, and I'm just adding those in. But what I'm going to need to do, and so you can see there's like some regular scrapbook pages. Not all of the scrapbook pages I made over the last year, but just some I randomly put in there. What I need to do is go back through and do some more journaling, and where I'm going to get that information is probably looking back at my calendars, my office calendar and my home calendar. And then I've got most of the pictures, not totally all of them, but I've got a lot of them in there, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. So even though I fell off the wagon in March, the work that I've done since March, I have just done in the last couple of nights, probably not more than 3 hours total. Okay, so one of the things that I did to make it look more like Project Life is in the middle here. Come closer. Come closer, Clarice. So those are two different pictures. This is, I dressed up like Dorothy for Halloween, and my daughter was a skull fairy, whatever the heck that is, but it was a cute costume. But I've stitched together two photographs with just machine stitching. So that way, like the middle row got sort of the same treatment as those style A, Becky Higgins style things. So these are just like picture, 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 and I'm pretty much caught up picture-wise. Like, I could add some more pictures in. There were some gaps back there, but I don't think that would be hard to do. And there's December. So what I want to do with this album is finish adding in all the pictures and then add some journaling from maybe taking it from my Facebook, from my blog, from my calendars, just to recreate some of the things that went on. And maybe looking through got a couple places in my scrapbooking room where I'll just, like, if I want to save some kind of something, like a ticket, I'll just throw it in there. So maybe I'll grab those and put them in the right month. And so those binder clips are really helping make that process easy. But I don't think the binder clips are going to live here forever. I think that probably I will either just do away with them, or I will do away with them and add paper tabs, so that I'll probably use those clips in some different way. So that's where I was 2011. I feel like it's okay, but it didn't really live up to what I wanted it to be. So I bought, recently there had been some sales on Amazon, and they were getting rid of these old style binders. So the binder was $7, so that was a bargain, so I bought it. I'm gonna be right back because there's no AC on in my house. Be right back. I'm back. Okay. So, and I live in Florida. And if you don't have your air conditioning on and you're not 85 years old, it's a problem. So here's my Project Life Amber Edition binder. And then I bit the bullet, I bought the whole kit. And so I just started when I got, about when I got it. So this is exactly what is supposed to go on the first page. And then I just started last week. So this is my last week. And last week, I'm serious, 7 days, right? My daughter's birthday party, then on Sunday, my daughter's birthday on Monday, then the kids were off school all week. We put up the Christmas trees on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we did exterior Christmas tree lighting. That's a whole project. On Thursday was Thanksgiving. Oh, plus I cooked turkeys. On I think Wednesday. And then Thursday was Thanksgiving. Then Friday, we went camping with the Cub Scouts. Friday and Saturday, like in a tent, primitive camping. And that was my week. And you know, all the while, that was just so I added a page divider that is 11.5 by, or 8.5 by 11. And so this is pretty much, you know, this is the card that comes with the kit. It tells like what the dates were, so November 20th to the 26th. And then each of these pages, or each of these slots, is like a picture. So there's 7 days a week. So I adhered to that. And then each of these are journaling. Oh, we also like had this big episode where we saved goldfish and tiny little lobsters from death. That was a day. And so the journaling I did day to day. And so the journaling is, I think I need to clean up my handwriting a little bit, but the journaling is specific and detailed, and I did it on the day. And I think when I look back, I'm going to be really happy with the journaling that I did and the amount of detail that I went into, even though it's a little chicken scratchy. So I need to work on that part. And then the middle is mainly devoted to pictures of her birthday. And the thing I wanted to show you about that was my page divider had, try to show you because I put in another one just for the week of Christmas. I'm going to assume that that's going to be a super busy week too, with where I have more pictures to do my kids screaming. So this is the divider. So it's 2 portrait style 4x6s and 1 horizontal against the bottom, but it has like, you know, some kind of ugly writing on the middle. So I just took a piece of pattern paper and folded it over, and then I sewed it into place. So that's why that looks all cute and colorful. We had an octopus themed birthday party. It was so cute. We're taking like a midday or a late in the afternoon break from work, and then I'm going back to work. But while I'm here, I wanted to get these out. They're being so obnoxious. Anyways, it's okay. It's alright. So there we go. Oops, I put it back in the wrong place. But I think this. I think that, and I'm not an affiliate or anything else for Becky Higgins or Project Life. I'm just a frugal scrapbooker just like you. I didn't think that I wanted to spend the money to get $24.99 worth of journaling cards, but I'll tell you what, I think it's worth it. So I think you should do it. I think that I didn't think I should do it in 2011, but I am doing it for 2012. So this album actually will take me all the way through 2012. The other thing I did order was their like dividery things that tell you each month. And so there was enough dividers so that I could even have, like, I've started with November, but then this album will take me through all the way to the end of 2012. So I'm pretty excited about it. And the other thing I did was this. I put all of these, you see that? All of those things in. All of those things. Whatever these are called. They're 4x6 and they're like where you say what date it is. I have not dated them in case I fall off the wagon, but I will date them as I go. I think I'll do better like that. But the journaling cards are already in there, so I'm not worried about like, oh, I wonder if I have too many green ones on this one. I just put them in there randomly, and that's just how they're going to be. And then I am actually forcing myself to, and so it'll be hopefully become a habit for me, just every day write something down. So today, like this is this week so far. Couple things, and this right here, the Oh What Fun thing, is a party invitation for a party we're having in a couple of weeks. So I put that in that week, even though I didn't date it all. I know it's coming. So I have journaled Sunday and Monday. Today is Tuesday. So I've taken two things that my son wrote to me this morning while he was having an asthma attack and couldn't talk, and I put those little notes in the book. And then I will journal before the end of the day about today. And then my husband and I had breakfast. We had a little date this morning. It's so unusual. It is unusual. We went down to the Hangar, which is like a restaurant at a local airport, and like a small airport. And it was so nice. And we just sat there and looked at the water and watched the airplanes go and had breakfast together. So I put the flyer from the Hangar in there. And even the little doily that came with our coffee. So cute. So that is my project life so far. And I think I will, even though I'm only a couple weeks or just like a week and 2 days into having the kit, I recommend it. So there you go. I don't recommend trying to recreate the wheel on this, even though I love recreating the wheel. I love to make my own mini books, and I love to, I bought a Smash book, and I haven't used it, but I've made my own. So I have one. It sits on the shelf, and I haven't done anything with it yet. But I've made my own Smash books and have used those up, and I feel so thrifty because I'm using the products I already have, which I love to do. And I think with a lot of projects, you can use stuff that you already have, but the Project Life thing, I kind of think it makes it so easy to do it. And I'll check back in at the end of the year to see if I've been following along, but I really think it's better than what I tried to do myself last year. So there you go. Okay, that is all. I'm back off to work. I am Katie Scott with Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking. It's a type pad blog, and I am an avid scrapbooker. And if you have any questions, leave a comment on my blog and I'd be happy to make a video about just about anything. I like to make videos where I actually do scrapbooking during the videos, so maybe I'll do some more of those. But in the meantime, that is all. Oh, plus, one more thing. I think this is the time of year I like to wrap, like the project life is very similar to the way I'm doing the one from last year, or this year that we're currently in, is a lot like, a year in review that you do after the fact. And it's still good. I'm still happy with it. And I've done those before. I think there's one on my blog from like 2007 or 2008, something like that I did all at the end of the year, and I did it really fast, and I was really happy with that. But the thing that I think it misses is the everyday details about what you write down every single day. And I think that little space of the Project Life journaling cards, how small it is, makes you feel like you could write so much more. And it doesn't feel like this big, it's almost like the Twitter of journaling. The real, like the actual, if you're doing paper scrapbooking, which I like to do, it's almost like a Twitter, but for paper scrapbooking. It's like there's just so much space. It's just a small amount of space, and you got to say whatever you're going to say for the entire day in that small space. And then if you wanted to say more, you could do more in another way, but it doesn't feel like a huge obligation to do that. So anyways, I just think it's awesome. So goodbye.